Once upon a time, some people named Mike, Will, Lucas, Dustin, and Eleven had to fight a monster called a Demogorgon.
Dustin noticed that it looked like a plant. They decided it was part plant. 11 said they had to find out the process of photosynthesis to be able to kill the monster. Mike said they had to find out if plants needed us and if they needed plants to survive. They decided to make a chemistry unit final.
They decided to find out what they knew.
They knew their question was, do we need plants to survive? Do they need us? What do we know so far? They knew that plants could give people oxygen. They knew this wasn't enough to kill the Demogorgon, so they went to Hopper to see if he knew anything.
They went to Hopper and he told them that they had to develop a model to describe the atomic composition of simple molecules and extended structures,
so that they can find the answer to their question. He told them to use this link to figure out what to do.
They had to identify what to do using Hopper's link. They broke it down into 3 parts: a SEP, Science and Engineering Practice, a DCI, Disciplinary Core Idea, and a CCC, Cross-Cutting Concept.
Develop models to describe
the atomic composition of simple molecules and extended structures.
Scale, proportion, and quantity.
They found a website that would help them understand. It was called the Scale of Universe, also known as scaleofuniverse.com. They had to find how small was small to see the scale of different molecules compared to a human being.
Although they did not find a Demogorgon, they found a skin cell, a chloroplast, a mitochondrion, a glucose molecule, and a Mickey Mouse waffle. A water molecule. And they put them in order largest to smallest.
They now understood Hopper, and they could figure out what a molecule was, how to make a structural formula and a chemical formula, and a ball and stick model.
Welcome to Mike's Molecule Lab. This is how to show simple molecules in different ways. The chemical formula is H2O.
The common name is water.
The atoms represent 2 hydrogens and
1 oxygen.
The symbol for oxygen is a green circle with an O in it.
And the symbol for hydrogen is a blue circle with an H in it. Here is the structural formula.
And here is the ball and stick model. The group made a poster to explain what they had learned. Brain break! Get a whiteboard and a marker. Close your eyes and draw a Demogorgon in a princess dress.
Open your eyes and see the horrible drawing of a Demogorgon you made.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pause the video
and draw your picture.
3, 2, 1. And we're back.
Now that they knew what a molecule is, they can go back and ask the question again. Focus. Do we need plants to survive? Do they need us? What do we know so far?
Now I know that there's a thing called a molecule, and they are made up of atoms. Atoms are everything. Although I still can't answer the question, I think we're going to have to go back to Hopper and learn more.
Hopper told them to develop and use a model to describe how the total number of atoms does not change in a chemical reaction, and thus mass is conserved. Go do it right now. People are counting on you, and I really have to pee.
So off they went to learn about the conservation of mass. First, they had to identify the SEP, DCI, and the CCC.
They did the same thing as last time, now knowing that they had to find the SEP, DCI, and CCC. We are making another model. But this time we are trying to find how the total number of atoms in the reactants stays in the same product.
What cross-cutting concept are we looking for?
Energy and matter.
Joyce will ask Bob how to do it.
You gotta balance the equation. What happens if you don't? Boom. Ah! Rest in peace, Bob. We'll always remember you.
Whoops. Bob died because his chemical equation was not balanced. Remember to keep your chemical equations balanced.
Here's a quick model that we can practice to balance. It's the process of photosynthesis. CO2 and H2O and light energy yields to C6H12O6 and O2. We have to make sure that there's enough of the same atom on each side of the equation. So we're going to add more molecules. Here are the first ones. Now we're going to add more. Now that you can see, we have the same amount of hydrogens on each side, the same amount of oxygens on each side, and the same amount of carbons on each side. Now it's balanced. But now we need to add in the coefficients. Now we have a 6 in front of it, but we can't put it as a subscript because that changes the molecule. Yay, you did it! Brain break! Stranger Things Trivia! It's Waffle Day. First question. Where does Season 1's suspenseful opening scene take place?
Is it the buyer's home, a spaceship, or the laboratory?
The correct answer is
the laboratory. Next question. What year was Stranger Things set in?
2004, 1983, or 1974.
The correct answer is
1983. What is the name of Nancy's friend that went missing? Carol, Becky, or Barb? The correct answer is
Barb.
And we're back. You did it!
Did you get 100?
They knew what a molecule was, how to balance a chemical equation, and what the process of photosynthesis is. But they did not know the answer to,
do plants need us to survive? Do they need us? It wasn't enough to kill the Demogorgon. They went to Steve to find out more.
analyze and interpret data
On the properties of substances before and after interact to determine if a chemical reaction has occurred.
This is the
Cross-cutting concept, DCI, and SEP. Analyze and interpret data on the properties of substances before and after the substances interact to determine if a chemical reaction has occurred.
waffle.
Patterns.
Now we're going to see which one of these are chemical properties or physical properties. Let's do it.
State of matter is in
Physical properties.
solubility,
Physical.
chemical reaction,
Chemical.
radioactive,
Chemical.
oxidative,
Chemical.
density,
Physical.
malleability,
Physical.
flammability.
Chemical.
In chemical, the molecules change, but in physical, the molecules don't change.
Yay, we did it. We're smart. Brain break.
Would you rather eat live worms or grilled tarantulas?
Know when your death was or your family member's death.
Live forever but be poor, or live to 30 but be rich?
Wear a matching outfit every day or have great hair every day. They knew what a molecule was. They knew how to balance a chemical equation. And they knew the difference between a chemical reaction and a physical reaction. But it just didn't add up. They went to Nancy to see if she knew anything that could help them put everything together.
Construct a scientific explanation based on evidence for the role of photosynthesis in the cycling of matter and flow of energy into and out of organisms.
Construct a scientific explanation based on evidence for
the role of photosynthesis in the cycling matter and flow of energy in and out of organisms.
Energy and matter.
Then Nancy showed them the most important picture of all, and suddenly they understood everything that they've been waiting to know.
Wait before you see it, because you got to get this into your brain, okay? This is going to be the most important for your future test. 3, 2, 1.
What? Wait, no. Sorry. This is it.
This
Yes.
is it, yeah. So, as we can see, the sun goes into the chloroplast for photosynthesis, which then releases as the product C6H12O6 and O2.
It goes into the mitochondrion and cellular respiration happens, making ATP energy and 6CO2, 6H2O, which go into the chloroplast and make a whole new cycle.
It's a big cycle, and this is the process of photosynthesis.
This is an animal cell.
And this is a plant cell.
Mitochondria cellular respiration
Is here and here.
Chloroplast photosynthesis
Is here and here.
Plants have both. They needed to know what a molecule was so that they could know what makes photosynthesis work. Then they learned how to balance a chemical equation so that they could know why there's a certain number of molecules in photosynthesis. Then they learned what the difference is between a physical change and a chemical change so that they would know if the relation between humans and plants was chemistry or not.
Then they learned the process of photosynthesis to understand if plants needed us. Their question was answered.
We need plants to survive, but they don't need us. Since they make their own food, they can survive on their own. They quickly thought of a plan.
The time had come to kill the Demogorgon. They had to find out how small was small so that they could have a balanced chemical equation. They mixed some random molecules together, and it changed color and started to bubble. They decided it was a chemical reaction. Then they made sure that
They did not have anything to help with photosynthesis. Then they threw the potion all over the Demogorgon, and it melted. We're safe! Yay! And that's the end.
Yeet.
Yeet! That was the chemistry unit final, and I hope this helps you with your future test.